My sister Margaret and her husband Ken Richmond visited Perth from Ontario, Canada in January 2007. Join me on the visit. Perth is the capital city of the state of Western Australia with a population of almost 1.5 million people. It's located on the Swan River, almost directly on the Indian Ocean, looking west towards Africa. There are lots of good websites on Perth. I arrived in Perth from Canada in 1976. It was then like a large country town with not much traffic. It's now a major business and tourism center with many international companies and is in the grips of prosperity. The city services much of northwestern Australia, including huge amounts of iron ore shipments to Japan and China, and natural gas. There are many other minerals as well. Ken, Margaret and myself catch the train from my home in Peppermint Grove and Cottesloe to the central business district. It's a quick trip and the trains are very clean and air conditioned. Let's have a quick look at the city skyline. This is from Kings Park. This panoramic view is taken from Matilda Bay, where the University of Western Australia is located, looking towards Perth. It's a scenic city and is famous for its emblem, the Black Swan. A view from Perth looking towards South Perth across what's known as the Narrows Bridge. The previous Court government was famous for building the bell tower, an elaborate structure built of green glass. It does look rather pretty at night. Perth is often known as City of Lights, named by the astronauts when they looked at Australia and noticed the large splotch of light. Perth boasts of the 5th highest building in Australia, the Central Tower. It's the highest building in Western Australia. It's got the fastest elevators in Australia, reaching a speed of 35 kilometers an hour. The second highest building in Perth is the Bank West Tower, built by Alan Bond during the euphoria of the America's Cup in the 1980s. Ken, Margaret and myself decided to eat at the Saigon Vietnamese restaurant in James Street, Northbridge. I meet every Wednesday with a group of friends called the Prawn Heads, an acronym for the Perth Radio and Wi-Fi Noodle House Eating and Discussion Society. After the meal, we always retire down the street to the Dome Cafe for a cappuccino. We then head down James Street to the City Library, Art Gallery and Museum. We pass the Brass Monkey Hotel, a famous drinking spot, and a hotel with some unique architecture. We approach the Batty Archives and the Central Library. Just beyond that is the Museum of Western Australia. We decide today, however, to give the museum a miss and to explore the art gallery located right next door. Margaret admires the sculpture. When I first saw it, I thought it was The Scream by Edward It's not. It's called The Cower and actually predates that sculpture. It was produced in 1967 to celebrate torture victims and survivors. A view from the art gallery looking west towards Perth. We head from the art gallery through the train station, across a bridge and Myers department store to Forest Place. Here's the location of the Central Post Office. The post office overlooks Forest Place, a popular public meeting place. Forest Place and the post office overlook Murray Street, a large shopping mall with no traffic. I've learned that Margaret loves looking in shops, and she's right at home. One of the shops is quite interesting. It's called London Mall. It has some unusual artwork. I guess this is one of the ships that helped colonize or explore the west coast of Australia. Margaret's got a particular interest in opals and decides to buy one as a gift for a friend. We admire the picturesque architecture of His Majesty's Theatre, located on Murray Street. Not too far away is the Entertainment Centre, a popular place for big-name entertainers. Lastly, the Perth Convention Centre, a new structure that has only recently been completed overlooking the Swan River.